Hello and welcome everybody, I'm One Bavarian and this is finally, hopefully, the proper recording of God Save the King, King Edward VIII of course. I started recording 2 times before this one and I had to stop the first time because Illyria was the real country and Bohemia was neither. And then the second time I had to stop because... why exactly? I can't remember actually. I actually can't remember, but the third one now is working. So what happened is that Kaiserreich got updated to 0.7.2 and that makes it so that Bohemia uses the tag CZE now and Illyria uses the tag CRO, so vanilla game tags as of now. However, in the old save they were still using BOH and ILL. That made them just be nothing. All this area was just empty. It just didn't exist anymore. I searched the internet and I found an old version of Kaiserreich. This is 0.7 instead of 0.7.1, so it's a bit older. But, you know, you can't have everything, so this is a pretty good start, I would argue. And yeah, let's play this one. You know, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but honestly, sometimes what can you do? So I want to do what I've done before this, you know, a million times. I want to separate my special units and my quick units. I'm going to put them over here and then going to put them right into, excuse me, frame rate, right into Portugal. That's alright, yeah. Let's just delete this one though. Let's not delete it, let's put it right there. And then I will take you, split off 12 units, put those 12 units on the board of the AUS. We won't declare war against the AUS, I don't think. They're paternalistic, paternal autocrats, you know, I think that's a pretty good combination. I can appreciate that, I can appreciate some paternal autocrats, there's nothing wrong with that. And we're going to concentrate on Europe, because Europe, as you may very well know, is our home and we're going to go back. We're not going to remain in the colonies forever, you hear me? And there was the apparent peace deal that we took care of last episode. Don't know why it popped up again, but there it was. Indeed it was. Right, so far so good. We got some free civilian factories. Oh, we got a lot of civilian factories these days, don't we? Let's just build up our northern industry here. We need some more military factories in order to actually have a good time against Germany after we finish off, you know, the UK and so on. The South won this time. I don't even want to read that because it's just not really accurate. Dominion of India is justified against Nepal. I mean, are you serious? Are you sure about that? Fortify the princely border? Oh, you're manually justifying, huh? Why though? Oh, both of you are justifying. Interesting. I have no idea why, but apparently we're going to war with Nepal. Fuck you, Nepal. Twat. Sorry for the vulgarity, of course. What else is going on, actually? Let's take a look. So, 2 Sicilies allied to the Austrian Empire. We have finally researched 39 tech. Let me just see what next to research here. Yeah, let's do some industry, I think. I think that's almost always the good choice, isn't it? We also need to research some more artillery now that I take a look at it. We need more artillery and we need tanks. Those are the ones that we 100% need. I hope that us being on 0.7.0 doesn't do anything. I didn't even notice that you became an occupied puppet. Huh. I hope it doesn't have negative effects on the gameplay here. Okay, Norway against Sweden. Huh? Norway being syndicalist and your social conservatives. That's pretty good, social conservatives. I like them. You're also social conservatives, although very marginalized. Now that's terrible for you, isn't it? The Statthalter of Mittelafrika has recently permitted British veterans of the Weltkrieg from Africa to volunteer in our armed forces. and 3 divisions worth of men have answered the call and come from Africa to fight yet again for king and country. Isn't it beautiful? I swear to God, if you ever justify against me, Yui, I will kill you.
Please clap.
Socialists, ooh, Republic of Italy declared war on 2 Sicilies. Interesting. It is very interesting because it opens up. Check this, right? The one moment, it will happen right away. There you go. Yeah. Now the entire, all of this is at war with Austria. I guess without Bohemia for the moment, but they would probably join in a second. Even if they don't, doesn't really matter, does it? Now the Italian Republic is also at war. My question is, will the Italian Republic join the Austrian Empire? I kind of doubt it, but maybe they will. More important to me is, do we already go with attack the Union of Britain? I don't think we should. Let's demand the Danish Atlantic possessions first, because then we could actually, Iceland is independent, huh? Well, that's quite something.
Come on.
Right, let me just use these 10 units, honestly. I'm even going to take the tanks. Planning speed? No. The thing that worries me right now is the fleets, because both of these do actually have fleets at the moment. Well, we have a sizable fleet. I don't think we can take both. Not at all. I think Germany, if Germany were at war with them, then that would be no issue. We could easily be able to handle the... Why are you dying? Why are the Portuguese attritioning? Alright, we have nobody in basic training, huh? Is that so? Let's train a Royal Marines division. And I would like to train an armored division, but I don't feel it right now. Why is a motorized brigade that's not even, what? I wanna have to redo all these templates, but not for the moment. I think at the moment we're fine. I think what we do want though is more Kingsguard. Give me at least like one of all of these. Right, and now we're just waiting. Sweden is losing the war. Oh no, Sweden. We found oil in Alaska. After our occupation of Alaska, several of our industries moved in to exploit the area. One of these has, after an intensive survey, managed to discover a large oil field at Prudhoe Bay in the northern coastline. Unfortunately, the tundra climate of the region means extensive pipe laying and other work is needed to exploit this find. Oh, look at this. However, an oil field like this is, if successfully exploited... sorry. I felt something on my hip and was like, oh no, a ghost is touching me. It was nothing. Well, there you go. If successfully exploited, it could really boost the economy and military. Let's of course do this. We have so much manpower. I'm not afraid. Let's take a look here. Let's assume, right? Oh, they have military access. Well, that does it. Yeah, the commune is in trouble. Certainly is. I think they might be able to stop him over here, but just in general, I think the commune is in trouble. Currently doing revanchist propaganda. Take down Germany. I can't even do that yet. Spanish Civil War's over. That's alright. I can't do this one either. I wonder if they've done this one. I hope so. Otherwise it's going to be a very late war, and I would like to recover the homeland before we do anything else. Otherwise I'll just send people to the Triads. Take care of those people. Never been much of an issue, I don't think. Right, Serbia stands against you. When did they do this? When did you get puppeted? Did I miss something here? So you went with status quo, right? And then how did he do it? Mashriki kingdom has capitulated. Right. That's fair. Yeah, the Austrians are putting everything here into the war against Italy and France, which is fair. Absolutely reasonable if you ask me. Consolidate Spain. 130. Honestly, like, conquering Spain would be so good, but I would rather have them in our faction still than... I feel like they're not going to do that. I feel like they're going to join Germany. What? What the fuck did I miss? Did they all just join Finland, yeah? They did. Oh, you absolute idiots. So... Alright, so we got a Weltkrieg without France actually doing anything. That's quite something. Oh, there you go. Okay, here we go. This is it. Friend, this is it. Okay. Next focus we're gonna do is gonna be focus to take everything. Focus to go for the Sindies. How many troops you got, mate? Oh, that's so many troops. Listen up. Right. From Porto, I would like to invade over here, but not with all of you, of course. Listen up. How about you come from Lisbon and you check it out over here? So the Marines are actually attacking the harbor. And you're just attacking the coast, and then you can cut it off. Demand Danish Atlantic possessions. And next, of course, attack the Union of Britain. The Union of Britain is embroiled in another Weltkrieg, and with their attention and resources diverted, we will never have a better shot at a successful invasion. Time has come for war. The British Isles await us, boys. Let's do it. Let us do it. Right, bring the navy. Right, you are merging. Our finest hour. British politician and former Lord of the Admiralty Winston Churchill has published a new book, part of an emerging genre known as alternate history and concerning the Great War. The story takes the perspective of a young British soldier returning from a victorious Gallipoli campaign amid a world radically different from our own. In this timeline, Theodore Roosevelt and his Bull Moose Party win the 1912 American presidential elections, leading to an American entry in the Weltkrieg and an Entente victory. A defeated and partially occupied Germany is gripped by constant economic and political crises, witnesses the defeat of the whites in the Russian Civil War, and is cooed by a bitter and extremely nationalist Adam Dressler. He leads the German Workers' Party, who follows the ideology of people's socialism, an extreme version of national populism. The novel ends with the new beginning of a three-sided war between Dressler's new Reich, the Western Entente led by the dominant British Empire, and a Soviet Russia led by Sergei Kirov. The book has divided critics, with some praising its attention to detail, while others criticize it for large flaws in historical logic. Churchill has commented that something like this could have happened in another universe. Denmark concedes. Let's go. The Second Weltkrieg. The Weltkrieg claimed the lives of countless young men from all over the world in a conflict on an industrial scale, but it appears that even that nightmare could not deter men's lust for blood. After over 20 years of proxy warfare, diplomatic pressure, and political squabbles, the uneasy peace between Germany and France has broken down. These two great powers are now mobilizing their armies in preparation for a war the likes of which the world has never ever seen. Where did the ever come from there? Man, what a weird episode already. Let me turn up the music a teeny tiny bit. That's maybe too much. Ew, guns, what? Guns, planes, ships, tanks, and deadly weapons still will see their first use on the battlefield as open warfare begins once more in Europe. For the Germans and the French now, there can be only one end: victory or destruction. Right, so Denmark has given me their possessions in the Atlantic. Oh, that's this island as well, isn't it? Oh, that's good. That is really good. It's naval base 1 though, so we will have to upgrade that. And maybe we want to start an invasion of Scotland then. Then again, with the tanks we would have a much better choice down here. But we'll have to see what happens to their fleet anyway. That's the primary concern here. So, let's keep going with the game here. Dudley Pound sounds like a very nice chap. We got too many carriers here actually. Too many carriers. Okay. The fall of Petrograd. What? Wow, holy fuck. Held back by the Finnish army across the Neva River, but a few days ago those positions finally fell. Now a sustained cannon fire on Vasilyevsky Island has put the last defenders out of their misery. Some military tacticians say that with proper defense the city could have held out for years, but the Finnish momentum carried them through the city faster than that. The Finnish army soldiers are using the palace square as a staging ground for moving throughout the rest of the city, and there are rumors of Finnish soldiers taking celebratory tours through the Great Museum of Artillery, confident they will put their own mark on the military history of the Russian state. We have a very, very unique war here, and a very strange war. I will not deny how strange this war is. It is extremely strange. Also, Central America is now very unhealthy for us here. I must admit that I didn't anticipate them winning that. Still have a navy, which worries me. French navy is practically gone. Have you merged yet? You have. A new port is over here. Right. I'm a bit excited. I hope that the war goes well, you know. Jesus, Germany has so many troops. They just spam them every time. Everybody has so many more troops than the last time I played this mod, and Sweden is now winning, which is very good. Very positive. Brazil took 11 states, and there you go, yep. That's what usually happens. The Argentine commune just loses, and they've done that, exactly that here. There's a lot of naval combat going on now. What? Well, I mean, Argentina's just gonna lose again. 0 divisions, congratulations. What? What game are you doing? I think we can do this. Let's do it. Building up the naval base here as well. Attack the Union of Britain is commencing, and they've lost a lot of ships. I think we're in a very good position here to actually, you know, take them out. Why can't I do this mission? Please. Oh, because it didn't register that. Yeah. There you go. Now I can do it. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, the Germans have destroyed them. Straight up. Russia's also struggling a lot, but they reconquered Petrograd, sorry. Maybe Russia will hold. That would be interesting because it would weaken Germany to a degree where we could do some things. And now they've come to a peace with Finland, which opens up more troops to get into the main front line here. I'm interested. I'm very interested in how this is gonna go. Sweden took 7 states and then probably will release it. No? Ooh. Sweden actually annexed them.
Ready to move.
Dive bombing has been done.
Commands.
For the moment I will just bring this unit over here.
Attention.
Okay, so far so good. I also have to sadly admit that I will cut this episode short because I have to do things. So once this focus is done, I will end the episode for now. And then we will carry on at a later date, by which I mean tomorrow. 17 divisions freshly spawned in. Beautiful. Just as God intended. Hello, Portugal. How do you feel about me putting all these troops into your country? Isn't that great? It didn't get attached to anything.
Ready. Yes, sir.
Okay. So far so good. We definitely do want to move into the direction of armored divisions here, but I don't think we have the... Yeah, we definitely don't have the tanks at the moment. We do have the infantry equipment to do a lot of things, but it's not what we are looking for. Not in this case, anyway. So once the focus is done, we automatically declare war, and then I will pause this video, and thank you for watching, as I usually do. Yeah, look at this. The Union of Britain is dead. Oh, so are your ships, Wilhelm. Jesus, what a disastrous affair this was. Now we're the only power with proper ships here. Just as God intended. God save the king. And we have
Please
done it.
clap.
Let's do it. And let's also choose another focus right now. What about just give me some industry? Shouldn't I be able? Yes. Call all. Beautiful. Do they have any plans? They do not, actually. They have no invasion plans whatsoever. Do have a lot of troops standing around here because they send volunteers everywhere. Well, that will end very soon, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. The Weltkrieg has gotten hot, and we're gonna retake what is ours. At least I hope so. Until later. Goodbye.